Hey there, spiritual warriors and 5D travelers. I'm coming at you today from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It's a little gray and rainy, but because we have this full moon in Leo coming up tomorrow, I felt compelled to do a reading that was really focusing on the divine feminine and masculine, the twin flame journey. I've been coming across so many people lately that are having these amazingly difficult, challenging, and yet beautiful experiences. And I guess in the spirit of Leo and creativity and self-expression, I decided to do a video reading for you guys. Usually I'm just writing and doing them privately, but it's a beautiful energy for that. And so I pulled some cards and, I wasn't even ready to film. I was just doing a pre-shuffle, and the cards are so amazing and so beautiful that I just decided to keep going with it. So at the center of the reading, we have sacred union. And what is more significant than that? What is more emblematic of the twin flame journey than the sacred union? And underneath, we have creativity. And that is just so perfect. That is just so perfect for this time. Those of you, the divine feminine, seem to be in a place of retreat and going within and really seeking some guidance from your spiritual guides. And you may be in a time of separation. You may be in a time of not even being sure if you want to continue on this path. It's a difficult journey, and once you're in it, there's really no escaping it. You really can't get out, right? But as we work on ourselves, we work on surrendering not just to the universe, but also to what the relationship is in and of itself. So the divine feminines out there today, I think although we are in a time of expression, we are also in a time of looking into our heart center, into our heart chakra, and finding our true path and what it is that we really want to have and achieve. And perhaps it's not it is connected. Perhaps it's not about the union anymore. Perhaps it's not about the other. And it really, as we know, the twin flame journey is a journey of self-discovery. It can feel isolating. It can feel a little bit lonely at times and wondering, am I crazy? Is this really, is this all in my head? So it's really important, to feel grounded in the midst of all of that fire and all of that passion. And on the other side, our divine masculines seem to be in a period of contemplation and trying to figure out not just how to make something manifest, but also what it is exactly that they want to manifest. With the trilogy of light, it's like flying around the universe and having all of these ideas swirling around and trying to allow them to bubble up to the surface in one coherent form. And perhaps they're a little afraid that they're going to ruin something. Perhaps they feel they already have ruined something. But, there is no such thing in a twin flame journey. It's all, I know we hate to say it, but, we have to just let it be and let the universe guide it, and all of it is part of the process. So the union, although it may be in separation right now, especially with the divine feminine sort of in a place of retreat, we're both barreling ahead. Both energies are barreling ahead towards this beautiful sacred union, even if it's in parallel, even if it's in separation. And we all have to just trust, that this journey is unfolding exactly the way that it's meant to unfold, because there are lessons that we have to learn that maybe we don't understand, and they can't be processed. We can't do our evolving when we are in the middle of something that intense, even if it's beautiful, there's so much work we have to do alone. Okay, third time's a charm. I just broke my phone trying to do this reading. So anyway, where were we? I was looking at the Divine Feminine, and the messages are, we have the Ace of Wands. There's a passion for this connection, of course. And, the desire is there. However, we also have the Six of Swords. And, the Divine Feminine, I think, is, can you see that? Is moving on. Moving on to calmer shores, just not wanting to feel that anymore. The pain, it's hard. And the Ace of Swords here, telling us that we are finally, sorry for the bad video, we're finally accepting the truth. We're finally looking reality in the face and saying, okay, this is what it is, and maybe I'm not okay with it. Maybe it just doesn't work for me. Maybe it's just too hard. With the Five of Swords, there's just so much confusion, and is it deceit, or is it, it just, none of it makes sense. And are we sneaking off and running here and trying to figure this out? No. And I think the Divine Feminine is just trying to find peace, trying to find calmer shores, trying to find something that is not so difficult. The Divine Masculine, on the other hand, is stuck in the Eight of Swords, which is also, very similar. The anxiety. Am I going to screw it up? Am I gonna mess it up? Am I gonna do something wrong? And just not feeling grounded and clear about what needs to happen. The Queen of Wands is here. There's a desire to create something beautiful, to create an environment where the Divine Masculine can be nurturing, can be passionate, and make something beautiful. But the Queen of Pentacles is also here, and I think the question for the Divine Masculine right now is, am I able to provide the nurturing and the stability, the groundedness that this relationship would need? The King of Wands comes next, and we have a pair. Of course, it's a passionate union. The fire, that was never questioned. The intensity, the passion, the beauty, the dreams, the possibility, it's all there. But the Divine Masculine is looking at the more practical matters. And how can he ground this in the 3D? When we look at the general energy of the union itself, we have judgment. And judgment is something that I have been channeling for the last couple of days and contemplating. And are we judging the other? We want to use discernment. We want to analyze and understand. And of course we want to uphold standards. But there's also, when we judge something, when we try to analyze and figure out, why is this happening? And is it me? Is it them? Is something wrong? That judgment creates attachment, and it creates pain. And so I think the message for the union itself, for both parties, is to surrender. Again, I know it's hard to hear, but to surrender not just to what the universe wants, but maybe to trust that both parties are doing the best that they can. They're doing what they need to do in this moment, in this place on this journey. And the Four of Swords indicates that there's still time for healing. We still need to hold space for healing. There's still work that needs to be done. And the Knight of Cups appears to say that, of course, a love offer is there. Of course it's there. But the Strength card indicates so beautifully in this full moon in Leo that we still need to be strong, and we still need to be patient, and we need to temper our energies and not try to control the situation. And the last card that I pulled on the Sacred Union is the Two of Cups. So I think from both sides the love is there. And I think with the Strength card, the Leo card, showing up in the divine union, maybe something beautiful is in store for this full moon in Leo. And if you still have that love in your heart and you can surrender the control, let's see what happens. Let's see what this full moon brings.